They say that every village keeps a story no one wants to tell. A story that begins with a rumor and ends with silence. In Igil Nuzla, a small village hidden among the Atlas Mountains, one of those stories is still remembered. The story of the little group of bad people. It all began a few years ago when 3 young people from the village started doing things nobody understood. Samira, Hassan, and Nadia. They had been friends since childhood. They had grown up together, running through the olive groves, bathing in the Ait Yusuf River, and helping at the small market that gathered every Thursday by the mosque square. But while most people were content with things as they were, they wanted to change something. Samira dreamed of opening a small school on the hill so the children wouldn't have to walk 3 hours to the next village. Hassan, who had lost his father to a waterborne illness, wanted to clean the old well. And Nadia, who had learned carpentry in Casablanca, wanted to light the streets with lanterns he made himself. It all sounded good. Until the comments began. First came the murmurs in the cafe at the square. Then gossip in the market. Those 3 are involved in strange things. They say they want to change the village's customs. They think they're better than everyone else. And, as often happens, fear disguised itself as judgment. Little by little, the village began to turn its back on them. People stopped greeting them. Children shouted insults at them in the street, and doors closed as they passed by. One afternoon, as the sun set behind Mount Tubkal, the village imam gathered everyone in front of the mosque. "There are those who are disturbing the peace of Igil Nuzla," he said. "We want to know who the bad people are, those doing things that shouldn't be done." Silence filled the air. No one moved until 3 figures stepped forward. It was them. Samira spoke first. "It's us, Imam. We are the bad people everyone talks about." A murmur spread through the crowd. Hassan continued. "We only wanted the well to have clean water. We don't want to see the children get sick anymore." And Nadia, with a trembling voice, said, "We only wanted to bring light to the streets so no one would ever get lost in the darkness again." No one answered. Only the wind coming down from the mountains could be heard. Some looked down, others pretended not to understand, but the damage was already done. That night, the 3 of them left, without saying goodbye, without resentment. They left behind their homes, their dreams, and a village that didn't want to understand them. Months passed, and winter hit hard. The main well dried up. The streets were left in darkness, and many children couldn't go to school because of the rain and the mud. That's when some began to remember Samira, Hassan, and Nadir. To think about the words no one had listened to understand too late what they had been trying to do. A year later, someone found a letter nailed to the door of the mosque. It had no signature, but everyone knew who it was from. It read, "We didn't want to be heroes, we just wanted to help. If that made us bad people, so be it. But remember, what's built on fear will crumble. What's done with love, no matter how small, lasts forever." Since then, every spring, the river runs a little cleaner. Someone began to take care of the old well, and on the hill where Samira dreamed of her school, there now stands a small hut filled with books. No one knows who put them there, but every child who goes in to read leaves a white stone by the door as a sign of gratitude. In Ihil Nuzla, No one calls them the bad people anymore. Now they are remembered with respect, with a mix of guilt and affection. And when evening falls and the market lights begin to glow, there's always someone who murmurs, "They say the bad people were the ones who saved this village." And perhaps it's true, because sometimes those who seem rebellious, those whom everyone judges, are simply the first to dare to do good. And the price of doing good in a world accustomed to darkness will always be to be called the villain. If you enjoyed this video and want to keep learning with more content like this, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Don't forget to like and share it with your friends.